Gundam ever. Shit, forgot what I was doing. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the first Builder Showcase of 2020, not 2019, as I said in the previous recording that has now been deleted. And of course, it is going to be my buddy Eric.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
We've seen him plenty of times over here. And if you guys follow me on my Instagram, you've seen that before, I believe.
Yes.
I think, did I?
The contest.
Did I post it, though?
I think so.
I don't remember. No, it only had your Anubis. They haven't seen that.
Oh, well.
Never mind. Never mind. Or if you did, yay. So we got the Choco-Sabi painted in desert colors, quote unquote. And then we have the RG New Gundam painted darker colors.
I want it to be jet colors.
Oh, that's right. You went. That's right. You were going for
colors.
Tomcat colors. I knew somebody was doing things.
Yeah.
I've been busy lately. So we're gonna look at both of them together, but because we're not really going over like the details of the kit versus the details of his build and paintwork, which, as you guys are totally familiar with, is always good. We're just gonna do that. So we will start off with the Sabi because it's only fair because it came first. All right, so basically this is gonna be almost like a one long turntable time, but we gotta start it out first. You're gonna hear the turntable grinding because it's a big heavy kit. So what was your inspiration for this one?
I just wanted to do something different, to be honest. And I wasn't going for a desert color, but I was playing around with the color, so voila.
Yes, voila, indeed. You ended up with chocolate marshmallow color.
Choco-Sabi.
Choco-Sabi. Yeah, and considering the other stuff we've looked at from you, which is usually highly glossy or metallic or things like that, this was a big change up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because when you sent me pictures of it months ago when you were building it, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you not in that matter, but I mean, like, what are you working on? Because I couldn't tell, because this is a massive change from
My usual.
well, not even that, but for Sazabi.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, you see them in all kinds of different colors, but I've very rarely seen brown.
Well, I mean, you've seen my. I've shown you pictures of my master grade, right? The high gloss purple.
Yeah.
Hot metal.
But I've still never seen it finished, though.
I haven't finished it, to be honest. I like this a whole lot better than
That
my
was
master
my
grade.
point. Oh, wait, you mean that other contest piece that you were supposed to build for a contest that never happened, so you didn't finish building?
Yeah.
Wait, was that the purple-orange one that the Halloween color one we were trying to go
this was
for?
purple and black.
Well, I mean,
Black
but
color.
originally it was supposed to be Halloween
I
colors.
guess so.
Because you never did do that orange and blue or purple and blue color scheme, which you still need to do. Because I think like that good like royal blue with a like neon orange with some yellow mixed in, basically like Gundiver.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that would look good. Just no white. Do it Xeon-esque. But anyway, it looks fantastic as usual, and has been to a contest.
And he got second place, only to be beat out by Haro.
Well, the irony being that your Anubis that we looked at last year didn't place.
Didn't place at all. Yeah.
That makes no sense. Like, but I guess they really appreciated your detail work and things on this more.
Yeah.
Which makes sense for the kind of people who were judging it. So let's take it off the turntable and take a couple closer looks. Okay, so I see you encountered the issue with doing water slides on a matte finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Silvering. Now, were these matte paints to begin with?
Yes.
What colors are they? Do you remember?
Tamiya buff for the light brown, and then Tamiya red brown for.
So it's a rust color.
Yeah.
More or less.
And then native black for all the black.
Black.
Yeah.
The black it is, black thing.
Bloody red for all the red. Vallejo bloody red.
Yay. It's very, as we discovered before we tried to film this segment, the base is already wonky because nobody likes these.
No.
I know why you put them on clear bases, but wait, did it come with the base?
No, it does not come with a base.
Okay, I didn't think so. Obviously, I don't own either of these kits, so I was confused. But I like the color scheme. I like the buff color. That's pretty neat. Very similar to like the deck tan and stuff that I was using. And a good matte brown. But it's weird because the NATO black or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
is shinier than everything
I know,
else.
I see that.
So your under layers actually are what's standing out. And that's pretty neat. And like because it has kind of a, or is this actually gunmetal or is this
It's yeah, gunmetal.
yeah? So the
Vallejo
gunmetal,
gunmetal.
Vallejo gunmetal looks pretty cool. It's weird to look at it without having the yellow parts.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the part that's throwing me off more than anything. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just weird. But yeah, the mixing of the things so that the outer stuff is uh, flat and then the inner coat is all metallic and shiny. Like the only thing I would have done is like make some glossy areas. That's
Gotcha.
the only thing I could say. Like obviously, I'm not going to critique your skill, but throw out a different idea. So like this panel right here.
Yeah.
That could have been glossy, even semi-gloss, just to break it up a little bit, so your eye is more interested. The irony being the silvering of
Decals.
the decal is actually drawing your eye there
Yeah.
in the same
Yeah.
way. So I guess you got your spectral highlighting by that. And of course, what's funny about the Sosby, the back skirt is like my favorite detail
Yeah,
because there's
definitely.
so much stuff going on there with the thrusters, and then when everybody opens up. And this kit does like do the full open
It
up
does.
like the
Yeah.
Verka, right? Obviously, you don't have it doing that because it's a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine how big of a pain in the ass it is on this kit when I know what it's like on the actual MJ.
Yeah.
Can we get these guys up a little?
Yeah.
There we go. Just because it was laying in the box earlier, so it probably just got a little flatter, a little more dynamic. It's cool, isn't it cool, everybody?
Honestly, it's my favorite kit so far that
Yeah.
I built and painted.
Oh, by the way, Thomas is here.
Hi, I'm
Yes.
staying quiet.
So we have the full crew. You don't have to stay quiet. You can voice your thoughts and opinions. You're a reviewer as well. What do you think?
I'm just a maker.
Yeah.
I really dig the color scheme on this, and the with it being flat like that, I think looks. It always kind of makes these kits feel a little bit more real, if that makes any sense. And the decal markings on it really sort of sell the whole
Definitely.
everything.
It would be boring without it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is almost a like the 21st century type that
Yeah.
they did with a totally alternate but more realistic color scheme. The only I wonder if the funnels could be a different color. I don't know what, but I'm just thinking like because that's like one of the few things that is still red.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It was something that I thought about when I was building it, but
Mhm.
it's not the glossy high red that you usually see.
Yeah, it's still matte.
Yeah, ish.
It's semi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still somewhat shiny, but not super glossy. But I was just wondering, like, what color could it be to keep it in now that it is a desert camo?
I was thinking. I originally, well, after I built it and
Mhm.
assembled it, it was gonna. I thought of khaki green.
I was
something.
thinking khaki green actually. So let's see. Great minds.
Yeah,
All that.
great one.
Either that or yellow.
I don't know. I don't.
Not
think
like
yellow.
not like bright yellow. Something like a real muted,
Gotcha.
real
Yeah,
muted,
yeah.
real
Possibly,
muted,
yeah.
pale yellow. So like, because if you're thinking if it's near the ground,
Mhm.
come out from the sky maybe. Or ooh, well, I mean the blue is the thing already. Oh, that would be weird, like sky blue, so that you don't see the funnels coming
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. It'd probably be ugly, but it'd be an interesting idea. I don't know, blue and brown.
Mm. Me personally, no.
Photoshop it, Photoshop it, and insert.
Send it to us.
Yeah, and assume that it comes with all the beam effect parts for the axe and all that
Yes,
stuff.
yes,
We don't
yes.
care about that though.
Yeah.
Which is tucked away nicely under the shield, like you do. That's pretty cool. Painted red because it's a fireman's axe.
Fireman's axe.
That's what it's for.
I mean, the beam handles you can see inside the wrist are red as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
You
you
can
have
see
all
it.
sorts of little red details.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
well, it's
go
got to
with
break up the other stuff. Well, like the not shotgun, that was already red under there, so that was pretty cool. Because the gun was
Mhm.
black, the gunmetal color. I dig that. Sticker up here. Good job. And I'll notice something very different from the MGs.
What is that?
He can hold the gun properly.
Yes.
It
Yes,
doesn't
you can.
have to tuck into the armpit, which means that they gave the wrist more length
Yeah.
or shallowed out the wrist cuff is really what it looks
Mhm.
like. Because that was the first thing I noticed when you pulled it out. I was like, he's holding the gun like he should.
It should be, yeah, definitely.
It's like that's so that's a major improvement. That was one of my biggest criticisms. Also, he holds it like a downward pose.
Yeah.
But the hand is straight. That's so funny. Like I said, it's the first time I'm looking
Mm.
at the kit, other than a glancing thing at the last time we saw this particular thing. But I like the details, just on the kit, and then what you did with them. I'm just always thinking of other.
Yeah.
Also, if I ever do it myself, maybe
Do
something
something
I
different.
could do to it. Um, then again, I'm probably more likely to get the HG over the RG, because you guys know I'm not a huge RG fan.
Honestly, this feels like a small master grade, and that's what it is. Honestly.
Yeah, it is, and it's huge for a high grade. So let's see here. I've got. I mean, not counting the fact he's on a stand. So there's a HG Astaroth for comparison size wise. So most of you will know that Sazabi is a massive mobile suit,
Oh yeah.
but that's the difference between that. So I mean, if you even compared it to a small 1/100, like a wing kit,
It's
is the same size. It's kind of crazy. But that's enough of the Choco-Sabi. We'll move on to your
Right.
new cat
New cat. Yeah, new cat. I was actually thinking of a name for it.
name. I'm good at names.
Yeah.
Moving on. All right, so here we have another turntable time, because that's what we do when there's multiple kits, and this is what we've now recently dubbed the new cat,
The new cat.
because it's the Tomcat or F14
F14
Tomcat inspired. The only thing you're missing is the skull and crossbones.
I know. I tried to look for them everywhere. Couldn't find any.
Yeah, that's. But like the only other thing I'd say is, like, doesn't it have like some bright white on it somewhere, or are we just calling the decals that?
Bright white.
I could have sworn like the picture, like maybe it's the skull and crossbones. It's the brighter.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, I mean it fits the theme entirely. Hopefully, if I'm smart, I'll pull up the reference here when I've remembered to edit this, and I don't just jump through it like sometimes I do. But of course, I've built both master grades of these things, so I know a lot of the engineering that's probably involved in this. But given that this is like the most hyped RG kit out right now, what did you think?
It's great. I mean, I had no issues with it. Building was fun, honestly. There's really nothing to nitpick about it.
So it's a perfect RG.
It's a good RG. It's a
Okay.
great RG.
It's not a plastic grenade.
No, not at all.
No, but then again, and I never really asked you this. Do you assemble, like, do you dry assemble then disassemble for paint, or do you?
I used to dry assemble for paint.
Yeah.
Used to do it all the time. Now I think I've gotten a little more custom and used to just be able to look at a picture, the kit itself, and then just
Go from scratch.
yeah.
Okay. Because I always wondered that, because like you never build anything straight build anymore, because you've looked down upon straight builders.
Not necessarily like that. I just can't do it.
I'm just picking on you because you said that. Like, I don't think I could ever do a straight build again. You'll get lazy one day, and I will be there. I will be there to point it out. So, but it looks awesome. And, like, it's what's funny is most people will look at it and go, "Yeah, it's just a new Gundam," and then they go, "Wait a minute, the colors are a little different."
Yeah.
So it's subtle, but there, because I think that's the thing, is that the new Gundam is like super white.
Super white. Super white went a really light off white to a kind of
Yeah. And then the not black chest. It's not black.
Blue,
It's
like
blue.
navy blue.
It's either
deep blue.
It's either like a super deep blue or a super dark green,
Yeah.
depending on which one
Yeah,
you kind of have.
definitely.
I just had an idea that would have been interesting. Do like just this chunk of the shield right here, still in white
Interesting.
as contrast. Just to make that the Anaheim logo, or the is it the Anaheim, or no, it's the Amuro logo.
Amuro
Right?
logo.
But New Gundam is always a cool one. It's one of the few asymmetrical Gundams I like, but it's because the asymmetry is so limited.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Are the funnels anywhere near as finicky as the MG?
No, a lot more stable, a lot more easy, and
They clip together fine.
yeah.
Okay, because that's my main concern with it. Because I've considered getting it for a while. I mean, like, I like Sazabi, and I thought I was gonna get Sazabi, and I just never did. You know, got more interested in other things. But like over in HG, it definitely looks cooler. Now, does it? It doesn't do any of the like Verka uh,
Very limited opening.
activated.
Yeah, but it doesn't have any of the
It doesn't have
cycle.
any of the
Yeah,
cycle frame
yeah.
underneath, so it doesn't go full Verka.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, I don't know. That seems kind of disappointing because I mean, but it's a minor feature of the original Verka kit.
It
It's
has all the openings for like to go where it goes,
Mhm.
but it doesn't have the cycle frame at all.
Okay. Okay, so real quick, because I do actually have an RG for comparison, and I just thought about it as I was thinking about this, because we said Psycho Frame, and I went, oh yeah, I have a unicorn. So for everybody who thinks a unicorn is big, I mean, unicorn was a fairly tall Gundam, but the new Gundam
Oh yeah.
still has like a good at least head on it. The legs are stupid long. That's one thing I noticed about that.
But
Um,
the portions just feel right, to be honest.
well, this is a lot like when we talked about the Silver Bullet the other day.
Yeah,
The backpack makes up for how long the legs are.
yeah,
So you get the height of the funnels on the backpack makes up for the incredibly long legs that are almost 2/3 of the body.
yeah.
So, but I mean, the new Gundam is an interesting design in and of itself. Now, what kind of colors did you use for this?
Sky gray is basically all you see. All the gray,
Yeah,
NATO black, and camel yellow.
I was gonna say it looked like camel yellow.
Yeah, camel yellow. And then the red, same red as the Sazabi. Bloody red.
Bloody, it's bloody red.
Bloody red.
And once again, going with the matte finishes.
Yep.
Though the black does have the, because you can see it right here, especially on the shield. So this little area here that's a NATO black,
Mm-hmm.
much shinier,
Yeah, I see that.
and it stands out. Dude, do you have like shitty lighting at your apartment that you can't see these things? I'm just picking on you.
My spray booth is my photo booth.
I know, but I'm like picking on you because like it's like you should be able to see these things. Now, mind you, my set is ridiculously bright in comparison,
Yeah.
and you'll notice after you
After I bring it over here,
look
yeah.
somewhere else. No, I mean like you look after we're done with this, your eyes
Yeah.
will be like, man, it's dark in here. But I like it. I assume these fold open like they
A
normally
little
would
bit,
do.
not a whole lot.
Oh, I'd figure they'd move more than that. I'm gonna, yeah, just
No.
crank it. I like the armor splits. It does
Mm.
look good. The big RA logo back there. What is that, anyways?
The RA? I have no idea.
Thomas?
I know that markings like that are for the ship or base that they're based out of. I just don't know what the name of the
No, it's
ship
not
that the new
Warface.
Gundam flies out of is.
Well, I would have thought it'd been Argama, but why would the R be there?
Argama is from Zeta. Isn't it?
I believe
This
so.
is post Zeta.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but yeah, but Argama came back in Unicorn. So, I mean, it's still around. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But
That's what-
somebody in the comments will tell us.
Dion, Josh. I know y'all watch it.
They don't. Now, every now and then I get a comment from Dion. I was like, sadly, Josh is like out of the life for now. I talk to him every now and then. I mean, maybe you talk to him a little more than I do,
Yeah.
but he's like massively depressed because he didn't get to build much anymore. And he's doing a terrible desk job. But it is what it is. So, how big of a pain was the decals on this one?
Easy, not too hard.
Because some of them look tiny.
Yeah.
Sosby had like much bigger
Bigger ones.
under most of it.
I mean, once you get used to doing decals,
And wait, are these are water slides too?
these are water slides.
Okay, but no silvering.
Also, I know it's weird. It's sometimes the micro saw works great. Sometimes it doesn't.
Huh. And no extra finish work on top of this.
Not at all.
Interesting. But you wanted to have, so the main reason you're not going with glossy and then covering it later is because you don't want to affect the reflectivity of said decal.
I guess.
I'm trying to give you an out there.
Yes, that's right.
Anytime I ask you a loaded question like that, the answer is yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
meant to
sure.
do.
That's what I meant.
That was a leading question.
It was a plan. It was a plan all along.
And they're still sticking on really well?
Yeah,
Because usually, like, I would think that because it doesn't have a smooth surface, it would have a harder
I did.
grippy
I
time.
mean, I did do a coda pledge before decals,
Yeah, so it's,
and yeah, so it was
Okay.
kind of semi-smooth.
okay.
And then once they were on, I did another coda pledge on top to seal it in.
Interesting. Because, like, the funnels, the ones on the funnels,
Mhm.
those, the caution things, are still really shiny. Yeah, that's interesting. Well, obviously, I don't use Pledge
Yeah.
for anything, and I use my top coats, but it's just different. Oh, and I asked you off camera, but the effect parts you have here don't come with the thing. Just so
They do not.
So just so everyone's aware, and the same thing with the Sazabi.
Yeah.
Okay, so those were
These are the figure rise effect parts.
okay. And what about the base arms? Does it come with that set?
Yes, they come with the set.
Because I know this comes with other stuff usually, but not these things. So this is not like the P Bandai
Not at all.
effect parts. Get the
They
figure
look
eye
the
stuff.
same, honestly. I looked at them,
Yeah.
the P Bandai ones,
Yeah.
and these, and they're exact same thing.
That's weird.
Yeah.
They've just charged you more. Now we were discussing it again, but does that one come with the extra funnel set?
It does come with the extra funnel set and a base, the Amuro logo base.
Oh, like the
Yeah, yeah.
basically making the Verkasa setup, but better because that one was so dumb. And I do like the bespoke backpack mount the same way,
Yeah.
but nowhere near as bad. That's actually one of my biggest criticisms always of the Verka is that like you can only use that thing to hold it up. It doesn't even stand very well because it's so top heavy, and the feet don't really move if I remember correctly. But I digs it. So let's put them both together again. So now they're teamed up against something. I don't know.
I mean, I originally thought of them going against each other since one's air, one's land.
Yes, I know what you're going for.
Okay.
So now you need a Navy one.
But what's in Navy that's to them?
Regency?
Yeah,
Maybe. Either that or go with something from the Titans.
that's true.
Go with that. Because you got Xeon, you got Aug,
Fetty.
or Fetty, either way.
Yeah.
So go with something from the Titans. It's already blue, so you can get it to Navy colors if you want.
Yeah.
Or go with you need to do something in green now. Because you've got these colors. You need Army green.
Saku's.
That's too easy. Go. You need to do a green, do a green gym or something. Or well, they don't have an RG. Green. Do an Exia.
An Exia green.
An
green
Exia, different Army greens.
I can do that.
That'd be so fucking weird. I want to see a mass-produced Exia. Because there's no mass-produced versions of
that's true.
other than the actual grunt suits. But either way, guys, hope you have enjoyed checking out these kits. Obviously, we're not going to be going over we didn't go over the main details of the build or anything like that, other than your experience. Okay, so out of these two, which was a better build?
A better build. I would still give it to Sazabi. I mean, granted, that whole shoulder issue, I didn't experience it because I really looked into what was going on.
Okay. For those who don't know,
it's the way it assembles, if you do it wrong, it will just snap.
Okay.
It's too much pressure applied to one joint, and it will just.
And it just doesn't let go, and then breaks off. Not it snaps on assembly. It snaps when you try to move it because of that. Okay. I had not heard that.
It was a big issue.
I don't buy RGs. It's like, so how would I know? But the new Gundam,
nothing at all, no issues.
Not much of anything. So that's good. That's a very good thing. So of course, thanks as always for bringing stuff over to show off.
No problem.
You actually hit me up. You're like, hey, can we show this off? Because I want to take some pictures.
Yes, I want pictures.
That's literally what the old reason he brought it over.
I gotta make a portfolio.
Guess who have to take the pictures?
Yes.
Thomas.
Okay.
We're gonna up your game. You have a better phone. All right, but guys, of course, like, subscribe, do all the things. Go check out Eric on anything. Maybe I'll link. You don't really post much of anything.
I don't.
You should.
I need to.
Online portfolio. You have Instagram.
I do, but I don't know how to use it.
You post pictures on it, and people go, "Wow."
Okay, cool.
There we go. So we're gonna try to post these on his Instagram, not mine.
You still do yours.
Well, anyway, we're trying to up your game. That's an online portfolio, so to speak. It's your portfolio.
Yeah, that.
Well, we'll see you guys on the next review, and remember, as always, keep on building. Build like Eric.
No, build better than me.
Well, you need to be their new yardstick.
Okay.
So that then they can surpass you. Be the master.
Be the master.
There you go.